Hi, so today we'll talk about it's hard to pronounce, Pythagorean theorem. So Pythagorean theorem is a theorem that you found on the right triangle. So first of all, you need to know some notations or the names. So in the right triangle, the two sides adjacent to the right triangle, we call it legs. So since these two sides adjacent to the right triangle, these two are called legs. The one that opposite to the right triangle, we call it hypotenuse. So in Pythagorean theorem says that the sum of the square of the length of each triangle's leg is the same as the square of the length of the triangle's hypotenuse. It's hard to understand. So basically it means the legs, one of the leg square plus the other leg square equals to the hypotenuse square. So this is Pythagorean theorem. That means if these legs, the length equals to A, the other leg equals to B, and then the hypotenuse equals to C. So we have A squared plus B squared equals to C. Okay, so these are the basic square. That I believe that you all know that. Okay. So here, the most common one, you may heard that a lot in high school or even middle school, is this one. A equals to 3, B equals to 4, and C equals to 5. This is a right triangle. You will see that a lot in everywhere because that's the most common one. Usually we use that as an example of Pythagorean theorem. So your 3 squared plus 4 squared equals to 5 squared. But let's check if this is correct. 3 squared equals to 9. 4 squared equals to 16, which the sum is equal to 25. 25 happens to be 5 squared. Okay. So now we can try to find the lengths of Pythagorean theorems. So here we have a right triangle and A is equal to 5, B equals to 12, C equals to, we don't know. We're trying to find the length of C. But here is what we know. We know the length of A and B. We also know that, hey, this is a right triangle. So that means A squared plus B squared equals to C squared. And then we substitute A, B into the function. We have 5 squared plus 12 squared equals to C squared. So 5 squared equals to 25. 12 squared equals to 144, and that equals to 4C squared. 25 plus 144 equals to 169 equals to C squared. And then we take square root. So C is equal to, when you take square root, you will have two answers, positive or negative. Square root of 169, which is positive or negative 13. However, when we talk about the length, we drop the negative number because you can have negative lengths, right? You only have positive length. So that means C is equal to 13. We drop the other answer. Okay, so there's many examples. Let's try another one. So here is the graph. A, B, C. And A is, we don't know. We know that hypotenuse equals to 7. One of the leg equals to 6. The other leg, we don't know. We're trying to find out the lengths of A. So by Pythagorean theorem, we have A squared plus B squared equals to C squared. And then we substitute into it. We have A squared plus 6 squared equals to 7 squared. So A squared plus 6 squared is equal to 36. and 7 squared equals to 79. So a squared equals to, you subtract 36 on both sides, is equals to 13. So a is equals to, you take square root on both sides, you will have positive or negative 13. But since we're talking about the measurement of a length, so that means we can keep the negative. So a is equals to square root of 13. You can use a calculator to find out this is equals to what. So on the calculator, you find the square root of 13. That should gives you approximately 3.6. Okay. So that's it for today's class. Let me know if you have any other questions.